What's good, guys? So I got an A90 Supra behind me. I've been waiting for this for like over a month and a half. We ordered a Boostlogic big turbo kit upgrade for the car. So there's really not a lot of pictures they put out there of the kit or anything like that. A few people have like leaked some photos of it. We got a 6870 with their manifold, their kit, and we're gonna see how much power it can make. So I'm gonna baseline the car first with no tune. It already has our downpipe in it. I'm gonna put like off the shelf tune in it and make 440 something, 450 wheels, something like that. And then we're gonna take out the dyno, throw this big turbo kit on the car, throw meth on the car, and see how much we can make. I mean, right now the power record publicly online is like 670 wheel by Adam LZ, Carby Tune. The real highest horsepower one out there is actually Kanu's car, which makes more than that. We've just never posted the numbers. This car I hope to make 800, 850 wheel horsepower on a stock motor. We'll see what happens. I don't know how fast it'll actually be, because we're still having some issues with shifting with a lot of power thrown at it, which is why we've only got like 1040s in the quarter mile fastest. Anyone else going faster is going into limp mode and doing similar things. So we're working on that at the same time, but we have this kit here finally. So we're gonna baseline it, do whatever, and hopefully this kit just works. So tuning wise, I already figured out a lot of things in preparation of this kit. I know how to disable all the wastegate related codes, because this car will be running an external wastegate. No more factory electric stuff. Pretty hyped. I've been waiting for this. I've been like, oh, and then Boost, like, yo, where's my kit? But obviously it takes time to make things work, and make things work like perfectly and fit perfectly. So they've spent a bunch of time perfecting it there. They have one of their cars running the kit. They haven't made any power or anything like that yet. But hopefully I do this and just send them a file, and then they can make 700, 800 horsepower also, and then go fast. But pretty hyped. Launch edition. It just got carbon fiber mirror caps, but it is a launch edition Supra. So I'm hyped. So right off the bat, off the shelf tune, pump gas, 93 octane, 465 wheel horsepower, 587 torque, and 447 horsepower, 585 torque. So we haven't posted a lot of the before and after pump gas stuff. The numbers are our website, 440-ish. We've made a lot of changes, done a lot of remote stuff to make a lot more power. So right now we're making 450, 460 wheel, stock turbo, 93 octane. I mean, you're about 140 plus wheel torque. So pretty insane gains, if you ask me. So get rid of this. So what's more, but I mean, you're talking about just huge. That's 2 baseline pulls versus 2 after tune pulls. Huge gains. So I blinked my eyes, and the car's on the lift, ready to get taken apart. It looks like a lot. It's just the intake is so freaking big on this car. But we got everything here from Boostlogic. We tore it all out of the box. They even gave me a shirt, and I think there's a license plate frame in here. But the VMA one, who's the owner of the car, VMA Auto Collision, their plate frame fly against the car. Sorry, Boostlogic, I'll use something else maybe. But it's all here, nicely wrapped. This is a non-coated kit. The production kits they're selling will all be coated. It's all really like nice AN lines, stuff like that. Whatever lines have to be modified from the factory, it's all here, plug and play. So I'm excited to see how long it takes to slam this kit on. What's good? So we're getting there. A lot of stuff made it onto the car. Turbo is in there for good. Wastegate, downpipe, all that good stuff's in there. We're going ahead. We're like little things. So they didn't know if I want a blow-up valve, diverter valve, because I mean it's like a one of one type deal. So because they didn't really know exactly what we wanted, they left some things like up to me. Like it was also, this was talked about beforehand. They like left the NAS airflow sensor, whatever, NAS airflow sensor flange, some holes for like methanol jets to be put wherever I wanted, and then also the blow-off valve or the divert valve, whatever I wanted to be put wherever I wanted. So we had all that welded, all that's done now. It's in for good with the exception that it has a recirculated wastegate. We're gonna rip that out and throw a not a recirculated wastegate in there. We're gonna throw an open dump tube in there, but just for time reason, I want to get on a dyno, make some hits, see where it's at. We'll go ahead after, and I'll tear it back apart. I won't do anything. One of my guys tear it back apart, throw dump tube on the car, change up the wastegate setup, and then I don't know, that's really it. But it's been pretty easy. There's definitely some weird stuff in terms of fitment. It all fits great, but it's like weird things like don't get it like stock. So you sort of gotta just like see how it goes. We gotta run some new lines to the wastegate. We're deleting the factory electric wastegate. It's out of the picture. I'm not gonna have any codes for it once I tune it. That's gonna be gone, and we're gonna have aftermarket wastegate turbo smart sign in there, controlling boost. Same thing, blow off valve needs a vacuum line. So a lot of little things take a lot of time compared to a pure turbo, which is a bolt-in affair. That's really, really easy. Makes amazing power as seen. Goes fast. Fast as they've been like mid-low 10 so far with them. This is gonna make a lot more power. Will it go as fast? We'll have to see if we can get out the hole and launch it right with the big turbo now. But I mean, it's pretty good so far. I'm pretty interested to see. I mean, once this gets done like once, you do it again, turbo install, it could definitely be a relatively quick process. Like let's say it even takes 2 days. It might not sound quick, but it's quick in terms of going from 350 wheel horsepower to 800 wheel horsepower, 750 wheel horsepower, whatever it might be. So we're gonna keep going, doing little things. It's running. That's it, we're done here. Nah, pretty cool. On runs, we have a lot more to do. We got plumb like the wastegate, plumb the boost, the blow off valve, bleed fluids, which is really what we're doing right now. And then Boostlogic has a new downpipe that has an open dump tube, as I said. Tune it a little bit. They're just like, they really just wanted me to get in the car, get it tuned as soon as possible. So we're gonna do this downpipe. And then, that's it. I won't tune it for. I'll tune it next, I guess. All right, so car's pretty much turbo. It's on there. The kit's in there. It's all done. There's a lot of little things we're gonna change. We put the blow off valve in this area because I thought I liked how it looked. We're gonna change all these vacuum hoses and the routing. I'm probably gonna pull this pipe back off, put a bung on the pipe. For the boost source, we're gonna put like black zip ties on everything. Wire in a boost controller of some sort. And then we're also in the process of doing meth. I'm probably gonna slam the dyno in a few minutes to just see what it does at baseline. 17, 18 pounds of boost on 68, 70 on pump gas. I'm expecting a lot of power. So probably do that for right now. And then finish up the meth install, which we already got started over here. But it's sort of the same place where we did like Adam's meth install. I'm probably gonna go ahead and make the brackets like again, so in case anyone else wants to meth one of these cars. We also already did like, the kit came pretty complete in terms of like bolt-in. There was a lot of things that were left up to me. Blow off valve, how many ports I wanted for methanol injection. We did all that. We got that added here. We have an extra bung right here for if and when we hit it with a little spray, wake the turbo up a little bit, tap into some lines. So the car's turbo. It's got a 68, 70. It's on there. It's gonna work. So we'll see what we can do on the dyno with this thing. I'm pretty hyped. I'm not gonna make 800 right now, this hit, but we'll make a decent bit of jam. And then probably tomorrow, later, something like that, we'll finish up the methanol injection setup, wire up a boost controller, set up a boost controller, so that we can go between different boosts instead of just running the wastegate 17 PSI. It's gonna take like, not double that, but it'll take like 25, 28 pounds boost probably to make like 800 wheel horsepower in this turbo and this setup. So we're gonna have to have an electronic boost control also, so we don't have to blow the rods out the block right away. We wanted to live a little life before messing it up. So I'm hyped. All right, so car's strapped, ready to make moves. I already flashed the car, turning off wastegate codes, the codes for the crankcase vent heater, which is not getting plugged in this turbo, or even the pure. A lot of people just leave it dangling. So the codes for that are all disabled. So wastegate is not plugged in and being tricked. It is fully unplugged, fully removed. I'm gonna make some baseline hits. I have the data locker up and running already. Car is ready, warmed up. So car works really, really good. We did some baseline hits. Right off the bat, no issues ECU-wise, target's exactly what I want. It said the boost target about 22, 23 PSI. I have to set it a hair higher than when I actually run. That way, ECU's happy, it doesn't throttle close randomly to control engine low target. So if I run 20 PSI, I'll target 21, 22. If I ever overboost, it'll control engine load like that. So I was gonna just run it like this and then go from there, but I'm pretty much, I'm hyped. I was gonna put electron boost control in a day or two, wire up the meth. For pump gas, we run at least 17, 18 PSI, I'm guessing. We'll see how we can really go. I got a boost controller, so I got a manual Hallman. Good old Hallman boost controller. I'm gonna throw it on real quick, and then I'm gonna just turn it up little by little. It made 444 wheel horsepower first hit, and that's at 13 PSI. So I'm interested to see what it does on pump gas turned up a little bit. It'd be nice to make like 580, 600, if the fuel system can handle it. So, all right, 17 PSI, 500 wheel horsepower ready. I'm gonna keep going on pump gas. I don't know what point to be the limit of pump gas. I said might be 18, could be 20, could be 22 PSI. If it's anything like the older generation cars, it's gonna take a decent amount of boost until you like the maximum pump get. It'll be 25, 26. I'll see if I can get there today on just pump. Keep turning up though. Here's wild right now. Car fucking jams. Car makes 500 and last hit. Pump gas, 21 PSI so far. 590 wheel horsepower, 533 wheel torque. Torque is soft, is relatively lazy. Sorry, I've been making so much noise outside. You can't see it. Turbo 36, 1,000 like wheel, 1,050 wheels, whatever. So 590 wheel horsepower, 533 wheel torque. It spools like 4,500, 5,000 RPMs. It's lazy. Car's got an auto. Gonna work. Does not matter. Once you're into boost the first time and it shifts, it's never ever gonna lose power. So even though the torque's really fun on these cars from the factory and stock turbos, I went ahead and I chose a really big turbo to get me to my goal. Making a few tweaks, doing a few other things. I'm guessing it's gonna make 600-ish on pump gas, which means this is no supplemental fueling. It's on a stock fuel system completely. There's no meth on yet. It's some of the parts are done as you saw. We have not installed the tank. We have not mounted the pump completely. But I mean, 600, almost 600 wheel horsepower. So it just got done flashing. I'm gonna do a few more hits for you guys. So that's pretty much it for pump gas. So I made 590, and then the next hit actually overboosted a hair. And then after we resolved things software wise, we're at 580 hit after that. So I don't know how much more it will make on pump gas. There's definitely a lot of things I can try that'll have a huge effect in maximum power with pump gas. For right now, I'm pretty much done with it. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 more pulls, a little bit more load on the dyno to make sure everything is good. Pull back off the dyno, throw it back on the lift, finish the methanol injection system, wire up like a legitimate electric boost controller, do what I want, and then go from there. In the future, I'm gonna need a really good boost controller anyway to ramp boost with RPM instead of having it just hit relatively hard. Also, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get the RPM and the rev limiter higher. It's wants to shift like 7,000. Which is not going to cut on this turbo, at least 73, 7400, something like that. You might get 73 at 200 RPM is a lot, but it will be a huge difference. So, 590 wheel horsepower, pump gas, great. All right, so we went ahead, finished up the meth install. So the meth install is, I would say, done-ish. It's all mounted over here. We have 2 jets down here, which are both they're both medium-sized jets from the meth kit. If I have to, which I'll probably have to at some point as power goes more and more up, I have to up it to like the larger size jets. but for right now, it's good enough. It's gonna work a decent bit. So we made like 590 on pump gas. We'll see what we make on pump and meth. I mean, probably make 650, 670 wheel easily on pump and meth. And then I'll put some race gas in. I have MS-109 here ready to go. I don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere. Try that out. See how much higher we can turn it on the stock motor. Only thing we're waiting on really for the meth kit is we have some things we drew up that will get cut out. So it'll be able to like just bolt in a meth kit without having to make brackets every single time. So, yeah. It's gonna be highest horsepower A90 in like a few minutes. So I'm back playing with this thing again. We're just changing out the rear tires. The other day I was making like 640-ish, and I'll do like second hit, I'll make 620, third hit 590. It was spinning the tire just way too much. I don't know. So so we put stock wheels back on it for right now. We're gonna make a few hits like this, and see if we can make 700 plus wheel horsepower stock motor. Right now I still have boost control by the manual boost controller, so I can't ram boost like I like, so I'm gonna be limited for that. Until I install micro squirt probably in the next week or so to control boost, like better boost control and do a few other things, I'll be limited to this. Probably like 710 wheel while making more torque than I want. Versus when I can ramp boost, I can probably make 750 to 800 wheel while keeping the torque where I want it. So I'll make some hits, see where we're at. So I definitely turned up a little bit too much, but it's okay because it's still running. No vent rods yet. So last hit. .676 wheel horsepower, 726 wheel torque. For anyone that's wondering how much boost that's, a lot of boost on a stock motor. I don't know if I'm gonna say how much. It's up there. This is not 10, 20 pounds boost. It's quite a bit more. Next step would be going ahead, ramping boost, pulling out the Hallman boost. Now that we know it just works. Pull out the Hallman manual boost controller out of the car. Go ahead and throw in the micro squirt like I was saying onto it. And then I'll be able to lower boost to here in mid-range, keep the trans slip under control. And then ram boost with RPMs, so I can make it way more power up top. So even if it just makes, I don't know, 800, which would be nice on stock motor. It's really what I want, what I like to make. Then we can go ahead from there and swap out the motor if we want, if he wants. Put something else like piston rods, something really turn up more. That's up to the owner after I'm done with this. But that's it. Highest horsepower A90 Supra in the world right now. So. Next up is like with a built motor. They blew up the stock motor already. So this is stock motor, unopened. MS-109, meth injection, jamming. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you.